Hello everyone. I'd like to do a year in review video and also a year in preview video. So I wrote a few things down. I'm going to refer to just a very short list of items that I'd like to mention. As far as 2022 is concerned, I was able to upload 45 edited videos, and I think that's a pretty productive year in terms of what a single person can do to prepare all the work, to film all the activity, to edit everything and upload, and then basically be the caretaker for the channel, etc., and keep the whole thing ongoing. So I think 45 videos is a pretty good level of activity. I'm proud of it. I basically doubled the size of the channel in the last 12 months. And also I was able to do 7 live streams on top of the 45 edited videos, which adds up to probably, a dozen hours of work that was filmed live. I really like live streaming. I think they're a blast. I really like the sort of where you just ad lib everything, because even though I prepare my work as best as I can, once you turn the camera on, everything is ad libbed as far as I'm concerned. It's like a high wire act without a net, and I happen to enjoy it, and I love the engagement. I like the chat during the live streams. So looking forward, I intend to do more live streams in 2023. I think they're a lot of fun. I was able to do a bunch of deep dives into a couple of different subjects, and I did those with series. I'm not really sure how well they fit into the tastes of the audience. For me, I really like the deep dives because I can take my time, I can do shorter videos, and I can release the content on an ongoing basis without having to accumulate a lot of work, and then, which would take me a long time, and then basically do less videos and stretch them out further and further apart. I don't think that's the direction that I want to take with my channel. So the series really offers me a way to sort of manipulate the spacing of the videos, and then I can actually formulate more ideas, and it just fits into the style of how I want to present my work, which is, the bottom line is, that's really what my channel is a presentation of work that I would be doing anyway. If I didn't film it, you wouldn't be able to see it. So the harvesting lumber video, the series, started off the year, and then I went into the hollows and rounds. I did the joiner plane series, and of course I'm finishing the year with the East Africa project. I think that's going a little too long. There are 3 more episodes. There's 1 more this year, and then 2 in the first week of 23, and it'll all be done. There's only about, I won't say how much, but less than an hour's worth of content, and we're going to wrap up the series. So in terms of subscribers, in 2022, there was about 620 new subscribers. However, the watch time and the sort of engagement in the channel is not increasing in proportion to the number of subscribers. In other words, the likes for the videos are still the same, even though I have twice as many subscribers. The analytics tell me whether the subscribers watch the videos or not. They don't. There are people that somehow are subscribing to the channel but then choose to not watch the videos. So about something like 85 or 90% of my audience are first-time viewers, or they're getting the notification for the videos through the recommendations, the YouTube recommendations. They're not getting it through their own personal notifications the way I do when I join YouTube channels. So there's a bunch of things that are happening in terms of the viewing time, the way the subscribers behave, the engagement with the channel. There seems to be, as best as I can tell, about 50 to 70 viewers that are watching every video, and the rest of it is a hodgepodge of between watching nothing at all or watching very little of a video. For instance, I had one video this year that in 3 days had about 5,400 views. However, it was I think it was a 70-minute video, and the average viewing time was 1 minute and 50 seconds. So it's almost as if the viewing audience is just ignoring the videos, which is not a good sign. But I don't know what I can do to change that. Like I said a few minutes ago, I'm filming my work because if I didn't film it, no one would see it and it would be lost forever. And I think I'm filming work that's worthwhile to share so that someone else can come in down the line and shorten their learning curve. They're not meant to be purely instructional videos. It's more like a network of sharing information through videos. Years ago, you used to have an apprenticeship, or you used to read books and stuff like that. So doing it with videos is a little different. We all learn differently, but it is what it is. It's okay. I'm going to continue with the channel. I hope more people watch the videos, but that remains to be seen. In terms of engagement, there is something that I'm going to be trying out, and that's the Locals channel. I started a Locals community. It's connected to Rumble. I've begun migrating all my old videos, and all my new upcoming videos will all be up on Rumble as well. So if you're a Rumble subscriber, you can catch me at the Rough Cut channel on Rumble. And then on Locals, I have a Locals community, which you can access from my Rumble channel. So Locals and Rumbles are a cooperative effort between those two internet entities. And then on the Locals channel, we can have a community where you can post pictures of your work. You can start topics. You can engage with each other. You can engage with me. You can post videos, clips. You can link to other stuff. I hear that people describe it as basically like a private Facebook channel. I don't know, because I'm not part of Facebook. I've never used it. But I belong to several other Locals channels, and they're a lot of fun. There's a pay side of it. I believe I charge $5 a month for that. But you don't have to be a member. You can join and use the sort of non-paying side of it as long and as freely as you like. I don't have really any content up there right now. I think I have one video, then there's some pictures and stuff. It's very limited right now. But if other people join, we can get it going and just have fun with it. I think it'll be a place where you can post pictures, you can discuss your own work, you can bring up topics, you can link to articles, you can link to other videos. It's a little bit different than me posting a video and then you only being able to comment on my video. It's got more dimensions than we're able to participate in on the YouTube channel. And it's a way for me to generate income. My YouTube channel was monetized a few months ago. The amount of monetization is very low. In terms of sustainment, I don't rely on that income to sustain myself, but it would be good to be able to generate enough income to pay for the few items that I buy to be able to do my work. Like, for instance, in 2022, I probably spent about maybe $600 in materials. Most of it was steel. So that would be like a rough average for, what I would be able to generate just to break even. But that may all come in the future. However, I'm going to possibly open up some other areas of subscribers and viewers to be able to donate to the channel and try and generate some income that way. It's just going to go to sort of be able to sustain my effort and to give me a sense of worth in terms of what my time is. That's really what it's all about. It's not going to be a mechanism to get rich quick. That's for sure. So in terms of 2023, I'm waiting for the blanks that I did at the beginning of 2022 to dry properly, because that's going to be the foundation for most of the projects that I have going forward. And one of the reasons why is because the larger blanks that I have now are basically going to be flat-bodied planes, and I don't want to do any of those right now. I'd like to save those for a later time and not really rely on repeating stuff I just got through the jointer plane series, and I don't think it's appropriate to do another jointer plane this close in time. And I don't want to chop up those blanks to be able to produce smaller planes. So I'd like to save those blanks and wait for the new stuff to dry, which is coming along well. And there's always a chance that I can begin working on them, and things will happen eventually. But I have some skewed planes that I'd like to start. I want to do a series on the dado planes, which I think the one that I did was really not usable because it's an inch wide. It's too hard to push. So I want to do probably a series on making those and do a set, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And then I'd also like to do some nosing planes, which will have skewed blades as well, in addition to those dado planes. The nosing planes have skewed blades, but they're skewed in 2 directions. So you'll see me in an upcoming video making floats for the skewed wedge pockets that are skewed in 2 directions. And I think those are going to be interesting projects as well. Which brings me to another point that I was thinking about in terms of interest. And that is that I realize that things take me a long time. And the reason they take me a long time is because I have virtually no facilities and no heavy tools to speak of. And it's like that on purpose because that's the way I live and it fits into my lifestyle and my budget, etc., etc. But there's also another underlying reason, and that's that I honestly believe that if I had full facilities, what I do would be really easy for me. And a lot of the kind of stuff that interests me right now at this stage of my career would not interest me if I had full facilities, because I've worked in shops before, I've built buildings, I've made furniture, I've accomplished so much in my life. There's really very little left for me to prove. And so it would be almost like cheating if I had full facilities and ran my channel that way. So my intent, everything that I want to do, is always going to be done the hard way, because that is where the interest lies. I would like nothing better to do than to build planes and run my channel with no tools at all. If I could build with just my bare hands, I would do it. So that's really where my interest lies. And I also believe that there are people in my audience that live or work or believe the same, and that's that they don't have facilities either. Whether I like it or not, I'm in competition with channels that have fancy editing, fancy thumbnails, quirky little things that grab your attention, and the hosts dress real slick, and they have fancy facilities, and they do work that I did 50 years ago, and I have no interest in doing again and reliving. And so those kinds of channels and those kinds of presentations don't interest me. What does interest me is what I do, and I'm going to continue to work that way. And I realize that that really does limit my audience, and I'm going to live with that because it's just the way it's going to be. But I do appreciate my audience. I realize that there are very few females that watch my channel. However, there are some women that are in my audience, and I thank you for being part of the process. I encourage you to watch more videos, to participate, to communicate with the rest of the community. You're always welcome on Locals. There's something for everybody, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're male, or whether you're female. The engagement, the willingness, the desire to work, the desire to sustain your creative energy is, I think, one of the most important parts of a human being's life. And I intend to encourage it, to nurture it, and to welcome it. And so there's a lot coming up in 2023. And I want to thank everybody for watching my videos, for liking, for subscribing, for donating, for joining, for participating. Stay strong, everybody. There's a lot more work to do, and you and I are going to get it done. Thank you.